Hello and welcome back to more Run and Bun. The plan for today is to clear Raleigh's gym. Hopefully that ends up going smoothly, but I'm definitely taking some risks. Obviously last time I streamed this game, not sure whether you were here, but I did have some technical issues, but I'm hoping I don't run into the same thing this time. I probably should go ahead and level up my Pokemon since I haven't leveled everything up. Or I didn't do that last time. I guess I can do that. I mean, I could take it one battle at a time, or I could just do it all now. I at least need... you leveled. I need... you leveled. I need you leveled. I took a bunch of notes on all the battles, but I didn't exactly take notes on what I was leveling up and whatnot, or what moves to use and what to evolve. I do need to level you. Wait. Okay, there's Fanpy. I am going to need to level Timber as well. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, why don't you only have one heart scale? You should have two. Welcome, Marts. What if we just boost the sheep to level 100? We have level caps, so that's not something we can just do. Let me check for this other heart skill is that I'm missing. Time limitations. At 106, rock furthest northwest. At the beach connected to Dufern. I am going to need both of them. Do this one, okay. What if we just boost me to level 100? That would be something. Probably easier said than done. Okay, let's see. This can be... I am going to need Thunder Punch. Thunder Wave is 90 accuracy in this game, so I think I'm actually going to hang on to Cotton Spore. Oh, welcome, Juge. Hang on, I should probably check to make sure I don't want to delay this evolution. The Soul Fang type in this game? Yes. Broly is the fighting type gym leader and has mostly fighting types, though there are a couple of exceptions. His team is... well, pretty scary, honestly. He has a Kansu, a Lopunny, a Combuskin, a Hitmontop, a Poliwhirl, and a Scraggy. Right, so first, Mary... I guess if I delay till 18. I don't think I have a use for Headbutt though. I think it's probably more important that I keep both Thunder Wave and Cotton, I think it was called Cotton Spore, something like that. Oh, welcome, Martyr. Hey, you believe in me, though? Thank you. Oh, just really not getting Headbutt now. Just gotta hope the Fang types don't have the Guts ability. I know who doesn't have Guts. And get rid of Growl. You only have your best emotes on Twitch. Yeah, the emote slot limits can be pretty restricting. Right, and the moves Corvisquire. Oh, currently Rickety is about to be Corvisquire. Hey, you think I want Scary Face? I'd probably get rid of Leer and Fury Attack. Go ahead and evolve and then get Steel Wing on evolution. But now that I think about it, I don't think any of Brawly's Pokemon have Guts. But some of his gym trainers might. I'd have to double check that. At the very least, Fury Attack is fully accurate in this game. And then Horsey. The Wolves at level 20. It does mean we need to evolve him now because I need a... Oh, RC is going to be very important. Or Siege, rather, is going to be very important against Broly. You're gonna go make Suo? Not sure what that is, but thank you for the bless. Oh, soup. Okay. E1. Then will be... Does need to evolve at level 20. Udra doing Newt meme? Is that what a Seadra sounds like? I guess I can get rid of Lyra? Or Secret Power? Oh, welcome Ocean. Don't worry, it's not that soup. I guess that's relieving. Wait, the set I have in here doesn't even include takedown. The set I have in the calculator. I don't have Mudshot either. Oh, welcome Shadow. I don't think... Actually, what do I need to get rid of? What did I have in my notes? Was I ever using... Secret Power? Doesn't look like it. And Secret Power I can always relearn at the move tutor. Guess I do end up needing it, so I can go ahead and get rid of it now. I do want Neon to evolve. You just woke up. Good morning, I guess. Definitely want to learn Dig. I think I just get rid of Mudshot. I mean, Mudshot's good for speed control. At least for now, I don't need it. Welcome, PB. Delete Dig. And if you were talking PvP, I'd agree with you, but in this case, I think Dig is pretty important. I'll get rid of Mudshot. You still have Mudshot on Briggs at Palpachut at least. Hang on. Fuel. Aurora Beam at 21. Celio also gets Aurora Beam at 21. I guess it doesn't matter. You gotta play the games in order. The Pokemon games. I've honestly never played the first Pokemon games. Yeah, first 2 generations since... Well, for one thing, I didn't play Pokemon back when they were released. And they were released how long ago? A long time ago. Was I even alive? At least not for the first ones, anyway. Definitely want Aurora Beam. I guess I get rid of Powder Snow? Give Red, Gold, and Silver. I never played those. And honestly, I don't really have the desire to go back and play them because... $19.99 for the first games? Aren't they first released, at least in Japan, in like 1996? I guess I don't know what year they would have been released in the West. I'm guessing that's 1999. Yeah. NP doesn't even evolve yet. It's kind of interesting that Phanpy gets Base Shard. Get rid of Sand Attack. Welcome Foldress. For the West was 1998, I see. I definitely need Bulldoze, that's a very important move. Get rid of... Here, let's get rid of Utter Sleuth. And I think this turns Charm, so I can replace Growl with that. Yeah, there's Charm. Replace Growl. Alright, what else do we need to level up? At least Chimber. I guess Carvana as well. And then I do need to use my art skills in my rare candy. Almost to learn Wake Up Slap. That's definitely going to be important. I guess I just get rid of Leer. Then I can level up Baylor. What should I get rid of for Poison Fang? And I can get rid of Secret Power. That's something I can learn later again anyway. What did I have in my calc? Okay. Yeah, no Secret Power. Okay, for you have a Game Boy Color. I think those are kind of hard to get now, aren't they? If you didn't already have one. Alright, so for this first fight, I need VGen, Squire, Prince Elliot, Digger's B. Oh wait, I forgot to actually use rare candies and skills. Hang on. Oh. Heart scales and rare candies are very limited resources in this game. But Brawly is one of the hardest fights in the early game as far as I'm aware. So it's definitely worth using them to make the fight as riskless as possible, at least I think. That brings Ingo up one level above level champ. Then a heart skill. Maximize Ingo's special attack. And use the other one. Maximize Aether's special attack, which, funnily enough, keeps its hidden power type as Dragon. Which I think is important since I already forgot Twister and won't learn Dragon Pulse until level 45. I just made a bit of a commitment there. Alright, I did need Seedra on this fight anyway. And for held items, it's just cherry berries across the board. I believe the only possible risk in this fight is getting paralyzed a bunch. Which I don't think is very likely. But may as well use cherry berries anyway. The first is Ryalu. Games, this is your first gym challenge. The bag is inaccessible during trainer battles. Alpha is forced to set. Yeah, that's been true. Consumable items will not come back after battles. That's also been true. You cannot thief items from trainers or wild Pokemon. Yeah, they changed thief and covet. There's a sauce level cap before each boss, which removes the XP gain and prevents some of this candy from working. The way to overcome that is rare candies. They're rare and limited. It's all information I know. You are automatically healed to full in every battle that takes place inside of the Pokemon gym. Which is not true for any other battle in the game, it's specifically for gym battles. Which I think is interesting. It prevents the possibility of re-statusing and re-damaging. So this first Pokemon again is the Ryalu. And this Ryalu is guaranteed to body slam. It has Inner Focus and Eviolate. Air Cutter may or may not one-shot, but I am faster. I can start by putting it to sleep. Just to completely minimize the risk of me getting paralyzed. If this stays asleep and I don't get the OHKO, the rest of this fight is completely riskless. Okay, it stays asleep. Buddy Sam out early on is kind of spooky. There is much scarier soon to come. I can assure you of that. Then comes Stuffle. This thing also has Body Slam. But because my Cherry Berry did not get used up, I don't have to worry about getting paralyzed. May as well just Sleep Powder again. Holding Citrus Berry. Again, Air Cutter, which again may or may not one-shot. It did not, so Citrus Berry gets activated. And it stays asleep. Matches leaves the Mankey, which is Defiant and Lumberry. I cannot put it to sleep, but it's a guaranteed OHKO with Air Cutter. Again, the actual gym trainers here are going to be pretty easy. It's really just Brawly that's scary. Go ahead and take my items back. And what team do I use for the next one? Once again, Vivian, Corvisquire, Sizzlipede, Timber. Figures B, Celia. And for held items, I need... foreign berries across the board. Trainer only has 2 Pokemon. Yeah. Farfetch'd and Heracross. The Heracross does have a Lumberry, so it cannot be put to sleep. The Farfetch'd does have dual Wing Beat, which 2 max roll crits in a row is exactly enough to KO Vivian, but with Oranberry that can never happen. And let me make sure I'm going the right way. Taylor... Brendan? Person's using speed up, which is kind of annoying. Okay. If I just go this way and step here. It's dark. Yeah, unfortunately it's gonna be that way until I take out everyone here, I'm pretty sure. It starts off with Galarian Farfetch'd. Let me check my notes. To sleep an air cutter. I forgot about quick attack. That means this should always use quick attack. Wait, yeah. It should never use dual wing beat because it never sees kill. It never takes crits into account when it checks for highest damage. It should try to quick attack here and then just potentially go down to an air cutter. Okay. It may or may not have mattered depending on damage roll. In comes Heracross, which is guaranteed to pin missile. I mean, let's just say switch if needed. 5 hits of pin missile deals 45 damage at most. I am perfectly safe to stay in an air clutter, which is most likely a KO. It's barely missed the range, but that is fine. Or that's it. I am technically in kill range here, but I'm guaranteed to outspeed and KO. True, let's just Draining Kiss, why not? Get back 1 HP. Alright, what's this next fight? Battle Girl Lilith. Starts with Guts, Flame Ward, Makuhita with Fake Out. I do actually need to play around Guts here. Oh, welcome Raid Dardamus, and thank you for the raid. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out. But for those who don't know me, I am purely a challenger and VTuber, currently trying to Nuzlocke through Pokemon Run and Bun. But how is your stream? What were you up to? Welcome Josie, if that's how that's pronounced. And did I take off all my held items? I'm not chasing the right spot. There we are. That's straight, no worries if I say it wrong. Alright, I just don't... Well, I try to pronounce things correctly, especially when it comes to people's names. You're Nuzlocking Emerald Sea Glass. I've heard that one has really good art, though I haven't looked into it much myself. Doing it blind? Getting really any ROM hack blind is pretty brave, I think. But how is that going? So, the team I need for this fight is VGen, Flaffy, Tortuga. And Timber Diggers being Palpitoad. Yeah, that's pricked. A mix of cherry berries and orange berries on my team. Just beat the 7th gym. Pretty close to the end then. Hopefully it's been relatively painless so far. Wonderful of you to run and bun blind. Okay, that's not necessarily true. I call you to run and bun without giving you any additional information about it. I didn't tell you to do it blind. Right, so Oranon and VGen. Figures being Palpitoad. Been going well. Let's get Jira. And then cherry berries to the rest. Wait. Why am I giving a cherry berry to Flaffy? I don't think I'm at risk of getting soaked or anything, am I? No? I guess I just wasn't thinking when I decided on that. The game I think is failed in Nuzlocke because the game is poorly designed. I guess I wouldn't know. I don't have a ton of experience with ROM hacks. I've played PokeMMO for a while, but the issue with PokeMMO is you can't exactly hack in rare candies, so it just takes so long to get through. It's absurdly grinding. Okay, is this correct? VGen, Oranberry. Coffee, switch that to Oranberry. Tortuga Cherryberry. Timber Cherryberry. Figures be Oranberry. Palpitoad Oranberry. Okay. Guess we'll save while I'm thinking about it. He has thought of one and you're gonna hate yourself for trying to Nuzlocke it? Which one? If to read and dash, good luck. Thank you. And yeah, don't feel obligated to stick around. And again, thank you for the raid. Ever heard of Dark Rising? I am not familiar. Yeah, what do I need to do here? That's Battle Girl Lilith. Okay. He's just one step up from the sealer. Here's a small reason as to why it's bad. First gym has a level cap of 20. Third gym is all the way at level 68. That's quite the jump. Okay, what was my plan for this? Protect the takeout, draining quick kiss twice, put Letty into sleep before switching. Okay, I have no notes on what to do on the Lettian. Guess what to do after knocking it out. Okay, cool. Thanks, past Juniper. Random boss fights, buggy mess. Yeah, that sounds like a massive pain. Let me get things set up in my calc, because I think I'm going to need to use it. Tortuga, Timber, Figuresby, Palpitoad. overpowered custom ones that would at the very least make playing it blind a huge pain. Welcome, LP. A rampage? I think that's what that says. Can someone help you get past the 5th gym badge you got? A surf TM, but no clue what's next. Are you talking about Vanilla Emerald? In that case, I believe you go to Mauville City and then go east from there and surf across the water. Alright, so this is going to fake out. I use Protect. Claymore burns Makuhita, activating its guts boost. I do OHKO this with air cutters, so it shouldn't just bullet punch here. There's a bullet punch. Air cutter comes out. Makuhita's dead. And then I believe Fledian comes in because Ingo threatens OHKO on the Mankey. Oh, never mind. I guess it comes out because it has Focus Sash. Wasn't really thinking about that before. This does have Focus Sash in reversal, which is a little scary. But even at 1 HP, a crit reversal only does 25 damage to me. I'm fine to just put it to sleep. There's maybe one thing that would make Dark Rising tolerable. I guess I'm not sure what that would be. I guess a Draining Kiss? It's a guaranteed 2-hit KO and I can get some healing off it. Big set, Power Up Punch. I'm also never gonna use Reversal anyway. Attack rises. And I still outspeed, I just... Draining Kiss again. Back to full HP, which is nice. And in comes Soledian, which... I guess is what all the rest of my Pokemon were for. It has both Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. Which, on a high roll crit, does 2/3 of my HP. It'd be safe to just put it to sleep and then hit it. I think the reason I had it in my notes to switch out on this was because I was expecting Mankey third and I needed more HP on Ingo on the Mankey just to be safe. But being the starter options, Dratini, Bagon, and Gibble. I mean, early Dragon Rage is obviously going to be useful. It does definitely take forever to evolve. Yan. I'll check, give me 1 second. Health has been checked. Oh my, I'm doing alright, I think. A bit worried about Brawly and how that's gonna go. Ben, how are you doing? Well, let's just go ahead and air cutter. During the third gym isn't until 68. Having a fully evolved starter to help through all the annoying fights would be very nice. I guess that's also true. Okay, now this is guaranteed to Mont Punch. I can just stay in an air cutter. Look at that, it stays asleep. And the fight at full HP. Yeah. As I said before, the gym trainers shouldn't be a big issue. And they seem to be using through them. You believe in me? Thank you. Alright, and then who am I up against next? I felt Christian. Vivian, Fampi, Roselia. The Fampi second. Roselia third. Brattle, Corvus Squire, Cedra. It does look like ads are starting in a couple minutes. Sorry for going super off topic. No worries, I guess trying not to get too distracted because I do actually want to get through the game, but I mean, I'm not in a rush either. Like, I just got out of work, gonna head home. Wondering whether you should get a burrito. Burritos are potentially good. But always nice to be done with work for the day and not have to worry about it. One berries across the board. Welcome, Captain's Feet Roll. Your Twitch account is bugged and you can't send messages unless it's a channel point redeem? That's really weird and I've never heard of that happening. If that's not an issue with my settings, I don't think it would be since other random people aren't having issues. Take a look and have fun, thank you. It's possible you need to make a new Twitch account or something. It's Indian. Oh, and berries. I'm probably going to let ads run before I get into the fight, so that doesn't get interrupted. It is across all Twitch streams, I see. Sorry you're needing to burn through your channel points for that. Okay, where am I going now? To this side, okay. Yeah, Answer is starting here. Need to take a quick break and be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, don't worry about it. It sounds like a pain for you that I have to deal with. Welcome back, thank you. Let's jump right into it. This Meditate does have Fake Out. So once again, I Protect on turn 1. Now... I guess I sleep powder and switch to fan pea. It has rock throw, but I do outspeed. So I'm free to use sleep powder before I switch. Switch to Rita Not actually sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. It stays asleep. Now I bulldoze to drop its speed. I don't think I'm missing anything, am I? It's going to Brick Break. Okay, it stays asleep. Drop its speed with bulldoze, get in some chip damage. It's a minimum 1/3 of its HP. And then I switch back to VGen. This does a pivot. To take the Brick Break. Or it just detects, keeps things simple. But it just leave its sleep powder. Again. And then I switch to Roselia. That was a weird line. Yeah, this is going to be rock drill as it wakes up. I always survive 2 hits from this. And then Sludge should finish it off. Let's meditate down. And comes Metro. Which I 2-hit KO with Hidden Power Psychic. I outspeed. And Facade does at most 31 damage. I just Hidden Power. Bring it down below half. Take a Facade. That's Leftovers Recovery. And check it out with another... Oh. I guess it's using Protect. Never mind. And I'm free to use Empower again. If that didn't throw off my damage calculations, but I'm still able to 2-hit KO. I know it was guaranteed with 1 take of Leftovers Recovery, not sure about 2. And then Girder. Switch to Grottle. And then what? That's where my notes end. So this should be... Yes, random move. That's the most damage this can deal to me. 28? I'm actually safe to Hidden Power this. Uses bulldoze, that does drop my speed. We're at 32. And I guess I can just finish it off with another hidden power. I'm still not dead to a crit. And that is another chainer down. Alright, who's up next? Black Belt Taco? Go ahead and take my held items. Not mean to cancel that. Okay, my team for this: Vivian, Celio, Redding. Palpitoad, Sizzlipede, Seadra. And I need orange across the board. I believe this is the... Is this the second to last gym trainer? Yes, it is. This guy leads Breloom, which outspeeds with Spore. No, it doesn't. It's using the wrong Pokemon. I outspeed an Oko with Air Cutter. I cannot put it to sleep because it's a grass type. May as well save again. You probably heard me saving as I was starting my break last. Okay, and where am I going for this? I guess go up and to the left. Game is full on orange berries. Everything looks correct. Like Beltucco, sends out Breloom. I just... Berry Cutter. I guess your Mach Punch, doesn't it? So that should bring in Bunnery. Since I run Oko on the Mianfu. I protect on Fake Out. Then I outspeed and put it to sleep. Ingo has outsped multiple Pokemon in this gym by exactly 1 point. Which is convenient. Okay, switch to Celio. If this wakes up, it is guaranteed to jump kick. What is this line? Wait, that's not true. It's guaranteed to triple axle. That's right. And even crit triple axle into crit jump kick is not enough to knock out Celio. This might be triple axle or just stay the same. Then I lower its attack with Charm. This is Wide Lens Cute Charm. Switch to Grottle. Shell Armor means it cannot crit and bypass its attack drop. That's really the way to do this. Yeah, it is. Okay. Wakes up, uses jump kick. Now it's guaranteed to triple axle, which at -2 attack can deal up to 24 damage. And my highest damage is Razor Leaf, which is a guaranteed 2-hit KO. I am holding an Oran Berry, so this should never be able to kill me. I don't think Triple Axel has a freeze chance, right? I had to have looked that up. Alright, let's Bunnery down. That brings in Palpitone. No. Brings in Miansu. It goes for Drain Punch. Oh, it goes for fake out. Why am I pivoting through? Okay, guess I'm pivoting through Palpitoad on this. I guess... Why am I pivoting through Palpitoad? It seems like a weird line. And it at least guarantees it will never... Right, that's why. It guarantees it will never use Rock Slide regardless of my HP. We switch to Fring. On the fake out. Creates guaranteed Drain Punch. And fake out. It cannot Rock Slide. Okay, it just detects. That makes no difference. And then I'll go with Air Cutter. Or I could just stall for time with Detect. Alright. Then I believe it's just one trainer left. That'll grow Jocelyn. Go ahead and heal up. Remove all my held items. Make sure I have the right team. Timber, Vivian, Tortuga. This trainer does have kind of a weird Pokemon. Groudle, Seadra, Celia. And I need Oranberry on Seadra. And cherry berries on everyone else. The way this trainer battle goes is she leads with a Kecleon, and this Kecleon has Protean, which is on. And makes things a bit awkward to play around. The fact that it has Protean Drain Punch for healing and for the type change, and Dizzy Punch for the confusion chance. Dizzy Punch is the actual danger here. Each other Pokemon this trainer has just gets beaten 1v1 by another Pokemon. I think. Yeah. Yeah, the Pignite might be a little difficult if things go very wrong against it. Wait, is that untrue? No, it's not. My notes aren't even finished here. Anyway. For this last gym trainer, I just go come on. Up this way. And it's right here. Cherry, orange, cherry. This thing also has thunder waves. Which I guess is part of the reason I'm using Cherry Berry. If I outspeed this by 1 point, I start by using Wake Up Slap, I believe. Which does at least 80%. If it crits, it's just a no-cow. It does not crit. Electric type, that's interesting. But I'm not confused, which means I'm free to stay in. And I guess take it out with another wake up slap. It doesn't matter which moves, any of them. Finishes it off. He can Skull Whip. Which I guess goes for random move, most likely Shadow Punch, least likely Drain Punch. And I'm free to switch to Grotty. Going Clothrow. Again has shell armor and cannot be crit. And I am free to Razor Leaf twice. This is holding an EVLA. At 35 HP, this will never knock me out. $17 HP. Should be Pig Knight next. Which... I guess goes for random move, but it's never arm thrust. I think the biggest danger is Flame Charge. Since that boosts its speed. I think with Oranberry, it should never deal enough damage. I just switched to Ether. Incinerate. Burns on my Oranberry, but it does not get the speed boost, which means I am free to outspeed an Oko with Bubble Beam. And that just leaves the Hakamo. Overcoat Citrus Berry. I believe it's guaranteed to Dragon Breath here. I switch to Celio. Or Mahali, holding the Cherry Berry. Unfortunately, get paralyzed. That uses up my berry. Now it's basically going to be a random move, and it should never be Iron Defense. But highest damage is Aurora Beam. Or is its attack? Actually forgot Aurora Beam could do that. Dragon Tail forces me out. That is the awkward part of this fight, isn't it? It's -1 attack. Dragon Tortuga. I believe it's guaranteed to Dragon Breath now. It should never be Dragon Tail. I suppose it could Iron Defense or Protect. Protect is always fine. I think I'm free to switch to Vivillon here. Even if I get paralyzed, I have Cherry Berry. Iron Defense, that's fine. And then I just finish it with Draining Kiss. after protect. After 2 protect. I'm pretty sure the AI is hard programmed to never go for triple protect. If I survive second and third gyms, I have a good late game skill. Do I? I'm not actually sure how good my box is for scaling. But that was the final gym trainer, which just leaves Brawly. Which is the scary part. Okay, so my team for this: VGen, Tortuga, Lassie, Throttle, Seadra, Timber, with Cherry Berry on Seadra. Hang on, first I need to... Right, take these items off. Thank you for the bless. Alright. And soon... replace my Holly. Bingo goes in front. But it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I'm gonna stick with this. I need Cherry Berry on Acer. Then orange berries on everyone else. If every single turn has the statistically most likely outcome, I will get through this deathless. However, there are many things that can go wrong. I do not believe I have a safer line. On to the first gym leader of Run and Bun. He leads with Kung Fu. This has a small chance of going for Sucker Punch. I always just sleep powder turn 1. If it goes for Sucker Punch, then I basically get a free turn of sleep, and it makes this a little bit safer. It does not Sucker Punch. No. Turn 2. It once again has a very small chance of going for Sucker Punch. I always just Air Cutter. There are a couple things that I need to pay close attention to here. One, whether or not it tries to move first. If it does, that is going to change what I do on the next turn. The second thing is what its HP bar is after I Air Cutter. If it stays in the yellow, that means I got exactly a minimum roll. And after eating its Iapapa berry, it is not in guaranteed kill range of Draining Kiss. Minimum roll into minimum roll does not kill. If its HP bar does go into the red before Iapapa berry, then it is always dead to Draining Kiss. It also has a 1 in 3 chance of waking up here. It does not go for Sucker Punch. That is absolutely in the red. It eats Iapapa berry. And it stays asleep. And I guess it's asleep anyway. I have no reason to go for Draining Kiss here, since I'm full HP. That's not true, because I could wake up and Sucker Punch. Right, so I always go for Draining Kiss here. Ideally, it stays asleep and doesn't Sucker Punch. It is guaranteed to go for Sucker Punch because it's in kill range. Wait, I'm thinking about this wrong. It's been asleep for 2 turns. It has a 50-50 chance of waking up here. If it does, it's always Sucker Punch. I'm free to Sleep Powder. It wakes up, goes for Sucker Punch, gets put back to sleep. If it stayed asleep, then I used Protect and then Sleep Powder. But this is best case scenario. Now, I'm free to take it out with Draining Kiss. And that should always bait. That's not right. I got this wrong. Crap. It was the wrong healing amount for Iapapa berry. That's where I went wrong. Already making a mistake. I should have used Air Cutter there. My bad. Hopefully it doesn't Sucker... Wait, it's guaranteed to Sucker Punch here, but it only has a 1 in 3 chance of waking up. I have to Draining Kiss. It stays asleep. Okay. We're fine. Never punished. I definitely cannot be making mistakes like that in the future. But yes, since I'm full HP, that beats in Hitmontop. Hitmontop is the scariest Pokemon in this fight. I put it to sleep with Sleep Powder. And this is the single scariest turn of this fight. It has a 1 in 3 chance of waking up. If it goes, it kills Ingo with Rock Slide. But I need to hope it does not wake up. Okay, it stays asleep. We are fine. And now I finish it off with another air cutter. It's from Mach Punch. Because it was in kill range. That is fine. And I am high enough HP to bait in Scraggy. Now this Scraggy has Shed Skin and Rest, which can be a little tricky. I believe it's guaranteed to go for Rock Tomb here, because it's slower and sees that it gets to a kid by Draining Kiss. Nice crit. That ended up not mattering at all. Wait, yes it did. Potentially. It guaranteed the to a KO with air cutter, but thank you. Anyway. I go ahead and Sleep Powder. Because I do outspeed. It may or may not have Shed Skin activate at the end of the turn. It does. So I just put it to sleep again. It stays asleep this time. So now I switch to Timber. On what is either another Sleep turn or a Rock Tomb. It stays asleep. Shed Skin does not activate. I do not outspeed here, unfortunately. It has a 50-50 chance of waking up. And it is guaranteed to go for Power-Up Punch. Ideally, it stays asleep, so I get the bonus damage from Wake Up Slap. Nice, it stays asleep. This actually has a chance of outgoing, but probably not. So now, it will either rest or Power Up Punch. It doesn't really matter. I guess ideally it goes for rest, doesn't it? Okay, nice. Now I just wake it up again with another boosted Wake Up Slap, which again has a chance to OHKO. And we just keep doing this until it goes down. It's just spamming rest. Now that I think about it, how many power points does rest have? That might be worth checking. Five, okay. And I don't believe this is first slot. Which means it should never... It should always run out of rest before I run out of wake up slots. Thank you, Pi, for 5 months of subscribing now. Wait, why are people saying 10? Did they change it across generations? Don't look like it. Unless they changed it in the game. Which I guess I can go ahead and check. Move changes. Rest is not in the list of move changes. So yeah, it should just be 5. Run and Bun has all Pokemon have maximum power points. That's only for the first slot, and rest shouldn't be in the first slot. And even if it was, it would only be 8. I got the crit there. Sure, he's down. In comes Lopunny. Since Lopunny comes in, all healing moves got nerfed in Gen 9 to 5. Before Gen 9 it was 10. That doesn't seem right. At least it wasn't on the page. Yeah, this doesn't say anything about rest ever having 10. I can check Cerebi or something. Oh, sure. On this website it says 10 for gens 1 through 8. Why do they not say that on Bulbapedia? That's weird. But this is Run and Bun, and it's not in move changes, so it should actually have 10 if that's the case. But I did get the Oka there. How's the fight going? Very smoothly so far. But Lopunny did just come in. So I just switched to Spurious on the boosted Retaliate. And this is holding the eject button so that it's able to get a second boosted Retaliate in. But to take advantage of that, I just booted out with Priority Aqua Jet. Get a crit, not sure whether that mattered, I guess we'll see. And then Poliwhirl, guaranteed hidden powered grass. This is the least threatening Pokemon in this fight. Switch to Ninsoon. And now, it should be guaranteed to Super Tower. Because that is always highest damage. When it uses superpower, it does outspeed me. It drops its defense by 1 stage, putting it in guaranteed kill range of Thunder Punch. As a superpower, lower its attack and defense. And Thunder Punch Okos. Which should bring Lopunny back in. for another boosted retaliate. We just switch back to Spurious. The Chink, the retaliate. And that should always beat Drain Punch. Like, so making Broly the first gym leader of his choice, it's definitely interesting. So now I switch to Khafra. What's dangerous about this Lopunny is it can flinch. If it doesn't flinch at all, we are fine. If it starts flinching, things can get potentially dangerous. It's 50-50 to headbutt, 30% chance of flinching, so 15% flinch chance each turn. Highest damage is Razor Leaf. No headbutt, that's good. Now the thing about this fight, about this line specifically, is always Combustion last. If I can take out this Lopunny with Seadra, then this line is significantly safer. Lopunny definitely isn't low enough yet though. I have to Razor Leaf again. No headbutt again. Which is safe. Get the KO with a crit. No chance to switch to Seadra. And that brings in Combustion. This Combustion is dangerous if it ever gets a crit. I believe it is guaranteed to incinerate here. I guess it has a chance to work up as well. Yeah, all this really comes down to is hoping it does not get a crit. What am I doing? Switch to Ether. Cherry Berry is getting burned up. I guess a paralysis is also dangerous. No crit. It outspeeds now due to speed boost. All I can do is hope for no crit or Solterra. I'm guaranteed to OHKO with Bubble Beam. Ether. Nice knowing you. And suddenly this is very dangerous. Ads are starting here, unfortunately. I guess we'll take a break and figure out what I'm doing now. Alright, I'm back. I have looked at my options. And I believe my best option is to go into Spurious. He is dead to either a crit or double max roll on double kick. But any other option has much worse odds of succeeding. I switch into Spurious. But for Brian... Halt. I don't go down the double kick Shira. Does Spurious have better odds than paralyzing? I believe so. And first of all, I need to actually land the Thunder Wave, which has a 10% chance of missing. That in itself, I believe, is worse odds than hoping I don't get crit here. If I survive, I can just KO with Aqua Jet. No crit, okay. And Aqua Jet finishes it off. An wave is guaranteed to land in this game if it's used by an electric type. And even then, if I paralyze it... Yeah, even with the guaranteed paralysis, I'm pretty sure every other line is still more risky than this one, but anyway. This works. Rolly is down. Suddenly, Aether is dead. Now, I guess I need to first of all save to make sure I don't accidentally lose it. Is Aether named after Blue, or is that a coincidence? It's just a coincidence. Which I guess is a good thing, because that means Blue isn't dead. You'd say ban Blue anyway? Wait. I wasn't doing a ban shatters if they die in Nuzlocke. If I did, then I'd lose my entire viewer base. Aether, thank you for your service. Dead. Alright. To be fair, I could have wiped in that fight. It could have gone a lot worse. That is everything I planned for. Do they have a graveyard background to the box? I guess I can check that. Look like it. I can move simple. Like they're stuck in limbo or something. I don't know. I guess I hit my Heidelberg Woods encounter. I guess this is a case for repel manipulation. Could have helped, but all my Pokemon are too high level for that. Maybe clouds? Yeah. I think there was a clouds one. At least not other sky. I guess that's fitting enough. This is a 30% Carnivine chance, 20% Shroomish chance, 10% Steenee, 10% Chikorita, 10% Bellsprout, 5% Gossifleur, 5% Paris, 5% Weepinbell, 5% Deerling. It's entirely grass types. I guess I want to use my grass resistances. Then I have Underwave as another status. I probably want to use Oran Berries just in case. Alright. Not really sure who I want to lead with, though. Carnivine can trap me in, can't it? I think I lead with someone who can status the grass types, so they're not going to be affected by sleep powder. If I leave, I'm not gonna get locked out, am I? I don't think I need to teach secret power or hidden power to anything right now, but... I don't know enough about this game, so I'm a bit paranoid about that potentially happening. I guess the heart skill I used for Sidra's special attack ended up not mattering neither. Ended up not mattering at all. Either did the... rare candy I used. Oh well. I guess the question is, do I want to... I probably should level up for this. There's a double battle coming up, but it's not in the gym. I'm free to re-damage or pre-status if I need to beat kills. Confuse Ray? That's like garbage move. You get Signal Beam on Vivian. Question is, what would I want to get rid of for that? I had Draining Kiss for the gym. Hang on, there's something I need to check. Yeah, I just misread the document. And pop-up berry restores half HP, not a quarter. It triggers at 1/4. That's where I went wrong. Obviously it didn't matter because it stayed asleep, but... yeah, my mistake there. Okay, what's the level cap now? 25? Sizzlipede does get to evolve. It's Flame Burst at 25. Not sure whether it's worth forgetting something for that. Sizzlipede is definitely a physical attacker. Or they can get rid of secret power. Which I probably don't need. Throttle gets Mega Drain, so it can replace Absorb. Renzelia gets Grass Whistle. Is there a point where I want to delay leveling up for moves? I'm to level 65. They need to evolve by then to get Leaf Storm. And then River Square. On lunch, welcome back. River Square isn't gonna evolve for a while. And so don't get any new moves. I guess the question is, what do I delete for Signal Beam? I don't have a reason to take Confusory. It's kind of the garbage mills. Again, like him ditch Sleep Powder. Or not Sleep Powder, Secret Power. That's with the same 2 letters. Because of the move tutor, I can get it back if I need it. At no cost to myself. Go ahead and evolve. Over there. I don't know what you're talking about. My inclination is to get rid of Draining Kiss. One of your favorites from the Galar region? I have to say, Galar is the region I know the least about. Face Absorb. This is from Galar. I am aware of that much, at least. Do I even want Grass Whistle? What's its accuracy in this game? 70? That's so bad. That's so bad. Great. It'll beam at 25. I can at least level to 24 for now. Oh, my repellent was turned on. Yes, I never turned it off after catching my sand gear. Alright, I believe there are some pretty good options here. For encounters, as well as some rad ones. I mean, Gossip for assume this. They can start on the best one. I think Shroomish, Steenie, and Chikorita are all pretty good as well. Breloom sounds fun. I do like Breloom. But I guess we'll see what happens. Most likely just Carnivine. That's unfortunate. This is where having something to use repel manipulation with would have helped a lot. A pea shooter? Pretty much. Alright, what moves does this even have? Vine Whip and Wrapped. So it could potentially trap me in. I guess I switched to Zorless. Here takes the least amount of damage. Allsprout would be good in some soup. Let's not eat the Pokemon, please. And I guess we chuck Pokeballs. I don't think this is particularly difficult to catch, is it? I guess I can check. Yeah, this thing is easy to catch. Let's just Pokeball. Instantly broke out. And haven't been using Wrap, which is good. There we are. Let's see what to nickname this. Manias. You need to catch Bellsprout wasn't having that? Not at first, I guess. It's certainly easier to catch than plenty of other Pokemon. Guess I should make sure I trim my repellent off. I mean? Turn my encounters off? Alright, let's look at this Bellsprout. And it also saves. That's not the save button. Plus defense minus special defense. 30 attack, 29 HP, 0 speed. Otherwise, middling stats. Interesting. And is guaranteed chlorophyll. I guess we can... Yeah, I'll just export that to the calculator as is. Hidden for a bug, apparently. I guess I have ether and some Revos to remove from the calculator. Whipper is... Okay, I need some water. Yeah, the speed leaves plenty to be desired. Alright, so this next trainer has an area dose to lead with. Sniper and scope lens is pretty disgusting. Most of my Pokemon just die to crits. So, guess I'm not really sure what to do about that. mean, I can put it to sleep and do it too with air cutter. It would mean I'm only really risking a crit. On the second turn, if it wakes up, which is a 1 in 3. A Pokemon that don't die to crits. Hang on. Yeah, that's not gonna work. If only Diggersby could get Charm. Even then, I'd be risking... I'd be taking risks with Pen Missile since it is super effective and can hit so many times. On a Grotle, I mean, with Shell Army. I'm not sure whether it's a good idea for me to try putting my calculator up on stream again, considering what happened last time. I don't know why that specifically caused so much lag. Not charming enough. Sorry, Neon. At the very least, you can say you're putting the bun in Run and Bun. And no matter what, I'm risking something. I guess putting it to sleep with VGen is my best option no matter what. I guess I haven't really considered leveling up my Pokemon yet, have I? That's not in the calculator. Welcome, Shadow. And level 25. Ingo is never dead to crit. Nor on level 24. I think that might be in range of crit plus poison tick. Still playing Pokemon Red and you can't find a Caterpie? You shouldn't be able to wait, in Pokemon Red. Is it not in a Viridian Forest? It is, it's just super rare, apparently. I used to made Weedle common in red and Caterpie common in blue. Anyway, then there's this Kricketune, which I guess would be nice because they threaten Oko on both. The Ninjask is faster and deals a lot with dual wing beat. If that comes in, I could switch into Tortuga on the dual wing beat. And then I would need to switch up for Gigatrain. This trainer is actually pretty dangerous. Gigatrain into dual wing beat never knocks out Grottle, but I can't do that much damage in return, is the problem. And I guess I can chip it down and then tiz it into something else again. Roselia does a lot with Sludge, but it's potentially dead. Well, usually dead to dual wing beat. Obviously gets that sped. Fluffy. I guess Fluffy's my best answer to this, actually. Always KOs with Shockwave. Only ever takes 39% from dual wing beat. But potentially dead to critical hits. If Leech Life crits, then Fluffy would be in danger. You sound every Pokemon in Viridian Forest besides Caterpie. Isn't Pikachu similarly rare? I guess you're just getting a Mucky. Then there's Kricketune, which I'm not seeing any obvious answers to. I think Corvisquire seems good into it. Honestly, I didn't really have any plans for a stream once I got to this point. Is there anything I need to keep draining Kiss for, at least in the near future? Maybe for Vibrava? And Signal Beam still does more. Nothing's really standing out. There are a lot of trainers here in the calculator leading up to Roxanne, but I'm pretty sure most of them are just optional. Yeah, I don't see Draining Kiss being useful, at least in the near future. You found Metapons, which are also a 5% chance. And if you really wanted to, I guess you could catch one of those, but I think... I guess I personally would prefer catching a Caterpie and then evolving it. Even against Sableye, Signal Beam does more than Draining Kiss. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of Draining Kiss. I guess that's not something I need to do immediately. I guess the question is... what happens... I guess I don't need to ask that question, do I? The question I should be asking is... what happens if Ariados crits cross poison? Is that it's guaranteed to Shadow Sneak? And I'm potentially then to crit into crit. that's, I guess, when I switch into Bunnelby and finish it off. That seems good. Really take nothing from Shadow's Sneak. Take it out with Dig. Because I outspeed. Does that deal enough damage though? It does, okay. And then Diggersby baits. Well, they both outspeed. Only Kricketune out damages, so Kricketune would be next. It's like that bait's basically a random move. Except for Aerial Ace, which is the highest damage on Corvisquire. So worst case scenario takes crit Bug Bite into crit Aerial Ace, which is never enough to KO. And I get the guaranteed 2-hit KO with Pluck, which just leaves Ninjask, who probably goes for Dual Wing Beat. If I take maximum damage, 27 from Bug Bite brings me down to 49. Maximum from Aerial Ace brings me down to 13. Ninjask comes in. I guess I could theoretically Leech Life. Which means I should bring a pivot just in case. Potentially 2 pivots. Which I guess would be Tortuga to Roselia. Then go into Flaffy. On the Dual Wing Beat. Take at most 30 damage. Which I guess means I'm dead to Leech Life. It's Dual Wing Beat. It's 1 crit and 1 non-crit. Then I'm dead to anything but a low roll Leech Life. Flowing Berry does not help here. Wait. It's actually better if I bait Giga Drain. I don't even need to pivot through Roselia. If I bait Giga Drain, I'm still dead to max roll crit into max roll crit. I guess high roll crit into high roll crit. Yeah, need to be max rolls. Do we have backup if that happens? Not really? NP takes a lot from Giga Drain. Celio seems like good backup. Actually, if I use Never Multi-Ace, do I have a safer answer to this? $36, $24. It's only 60 damage at most. So if I bait dual wing beat, I don't need to take any risk at all. I guess the question then becomes, how do I guarantee I bait dual wing beat? I guess I pivot through Tortuga to Zoia? Yeah. That seems like my best option. Does look like odds are starting here really soon, actually. I wasn't paying attention. So, I'm going to take my break here and be back in a few minutes. Alright, I am back. And I believe I'm ready for this next fight. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get my team ready. I need... you in slot 4, you in slot 1. You in slot 2. You in slot 3. And then you in slot 6. And I need... everyone at level 25? I'll go ahead and replace Draining Kiss with Signal Beam. Oh, I didn't even know Figures being out bounds at this follow. Do I want bounce? It's only 95 accuracy. I will at least need wide lens to use it. It doesn't seem that good compared to these others, though. They can take down for dual stab, quick attack for priority, double kick for coverage that I don't need to rely on wide lens for. I'll just stick with this. I also noticed that my bone is getting crooked. I don't really have a good way of preventing that, I don't think. Grace wants to learn Rock Slide, which does have 100 accuracy in this game. I guess I can replace Smackdown. It does mean I can't actually knock Pokemon down, but... oh well. Alright, and then what held items do I need? First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and export so that I actually have my updated stats in the calculator. And now... Alright, so I need... Never Multius. On my Healy. I don't think I need any of these others. Right, Ariados. Hey, what happens if I crit Air Cutter? I guess I should consider that. Or I just take out the Ariados before it wakes up. Who does that beat? That beats Kricketune. Guaranteed aerial ace. Do hope I'm well. I think I'm doing well, though losing Ether to Broly's Combustion was tragic. How are you doing? Oh wait, I think I can evolve Phanpy. You say a few Pokemon I could potentially evolve. I think... Sprout evolves at 21. Which... I don't think I have any reason to delay. Not really. Kind of wasting my time by looking at this right now, though. I needed to bait anything but Aerial Ace from Kricketune. If I switch Diggersby into Kricketune, it gets the defense drop and crits. Max roll is 50 damage. That still never beats Aerial Ace. I guess the line is fine either way. No, Raymond. All I need is Swalot. Sadly, Swad is unobtainable in Run and Bun. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It is Folding Lumberry, so I can't just put it to sleep before switching. It's also too risky to stay in, I think. Probably. I guess we'll just stick to the line no matter what. Okay, do I need... a hold item on Tizion? Fast Poison crit does 60 damage at most. Poison damage does 10, I believe. That's 70 damage. That does not KO. And I just switched to Digger's Bee on the guaranteed Shadow Sneak. Finish it off with Dig. I believe it can never Shadow Sneak because it because Digger's Bee is immune. Pork buns because they're delicious. I can't say I've had one. I don't think I ever need a held item on Digger's Bee. And then on Crow Esquire, is a defense drop dangerous? Actual crit rock smash does 12. 64. Drops my defense. Crit Aerial Ace at -1 defense does 36. That brings me down to 28. When I use a berry on it, well, berries are limited, and if I don't actually need it, then it would be kind of a waste. I do get a guaranteed 2k with Pluck. I'd be at worst 28. Also, this Cricket is Bug Bite. So we potentially bad if that got stolen. Wait, that's not with -1 defense. Hang on. -1 defense. Earlies can do 52 at most. $52. 64. Yeah, Burr Square should be fine. The problem is I find that 14 damage and -1 defense. And Ninjas comes in. That can use, I guess, either Leech Life, either Leech Life or Dual Wing Beat. Does that change anything? I don't think it does. I switch it to Tuga. On, at worst, 37 damage from max roll crit each life. That would be 28 HP. We still always beats guaranteed Giga Drain. Switch to Roselia. on the Giga Drain, which can never deal much damage at all. Meaning it's always dual wing beat. Switch to Celio. Wait. Is that what I want to bet? No, it's not. I have this wrong. I want to bait Giga Drain. But then I guess I just go straight into Celio on a potentially critical hit Giga Drain. And then critical hit Wing Beat does 48 at most. 48 plus 36. That's 84 damage exactly. So Celio is actually dead to max roll crit into max roll crit. But I guess that's technically max roll crit into max roll crit into max roll crit. What are the odds of that? One in 16 to the 6th power again. You're off to sleep. Good luck, thank you. Have a good night. Hope you dream of curry. Understandable. Curry is very nice. Then I guess I need... Laffy is backup. Is Donphan Fur any better here? I'm curious. Can't really afford to hold a berry because I need the Never Melt Ice. Donphan has a guaranteed Oko with Rock Throw. Takes the most damage from Giga Drain. Which... max roll crit into max roll crit is exactly a 2-hit KO. I can just use Oranberry for that. I don't even need to use Oranberry because I can use Pivoting to beat... do a Wing Beat or something. As I've already established. I guess the question then becomes... Well, I was already planning on using Roselia to bait dual Wing Beat anyway. I guess I'm... changing my plan. Does mean I need to take the Nevermelt Ice back. Yeah, now I just... don't need any berries. Or any held items at all, for that matter. Do I have any reason to delay this? Doesn't look like it. It's Slam at 24. Evolve at 25. Do I want to get rid of anything for Slam? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not gonna take Slam. Good and evolve. Then finally get into another battle. I do want to check whether I have the ability to go back. I can go back to do Ferd at least. Not sure about Sightport. So you don't have to worry about wild encounters. Alright. First Battle of Roxanne Split. Beats Ariados. I lead with Ingo as usual. Seems like the vast majority of the time I lead with Ingo. I am free to just sleep powder. Now I air cutter. Ideally it stays asleep, but it doesn't really matter. Is asleep, okay. I guess I switched to Neon on a guaranteed Shadow Sneak. May or may not wake up. He's asleep, okay. It is asleep. It's in the red, so I actually have a guaranteed KO with Quick Attack. Whatever. I'll just ding. Oh, that was a mistake. I think the AI potentially could have switched there. I realized that too late. At least it did not. Wait, why is it being a ninja-esque? That doesn't make any sense. This is a completely random move. Oh, welcome, Yami. Yeah, I made it past Brawly. Unfortunately, either the Seadra got crit by the combustion and died. Though, I do have a death now. Other than that, things have been going smoothly, I think. I know that it's ninja-esque. Completely random move, which is not good. I think I... Oh, yeah, I made a mistake here. I guess I should have gone with an orange berry just in case something like this happened. But as long as I don't get max roll crit here, I'm fine. Stindrusk is a known demon. I'm just caught off guard because it came out before Cricketune era. But I guess that's just because it outspeeds me. Yeah, as long as this isn't a max roll crit into max roll crit, I'm fine. Sorry, as long as this isn't max roll crit Giga Drain into max roll crit Giga Drain, I'm fine. So I'm fine. I just knock it out with Rock Throw. Guaranteed Oko. Which just leaves the Rikachune. Waiterm. That's a weird bug. Okay, now that Cricketune out, I'm at 38. And this Cricketune should never aerial ace. I'm free to go into Corvus Squire, I believe. And then Speed and Pluck is a guaranteed to hit KO. I don't think I have time to plan out any more fights after this tonight. It's still a ledge here, right? Yeah. I guess I probably just call it here for today. I'll just go ahead and heal and remove my items first, make sure I save. wait, I don't have any items to take off. Never mind. Juniper 63 Angie. And you could use channel points for that, but I guess that's the way to do it for free. Anyway, I guess I figure out who to raid now. I could raid Zeta. Seems like I've raided Zeta pretty recently though. It's fine. Alright, well... if you're watching on YouTube and would like to join the raid, feel free to switch over to Twitch. Unfortunately, we lost Cedra today. But... that could have gone a lot worse. Potentially could have wiped. So, only having one death isn't too bad, I guess. Next stream should be Saturday, I think. Probably staying more dungeon offenders that day. And then most likely more Run and Bun on Sunday. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.